Hello. I want to say a few words about the difficulties of Russian vocal stress. These are very interesting examples which I took from a nice textbook of Russian language online, modern textbook, and these are all correct stresses, and these are difficult cases where Russian people, even educated people, can easily make mistakes when pronouncing in stress. For example, the first word here is средство, and many Russians would have a confusion here, a doubt to pronounce средство или средства. Many people will pronounce средства, and many people will not know which one is correct. So I collected here a few. Not many. We have more, but a few difficult cases where I also could have doubt. And to review it one more time, and those four which I marked here with red stars, I would still pronounce them different way, and I know that many educated Russians will not say it is very incorrect. For example, well, we will go through them. I'm going to pronounce them 2 times in Russian and with their English translations. Translations I did myself, just looked a few online to make sure, but mostly I'm explaining what it is. Средства, средства means methods. Намерения, намерения, intentions. Caoutchouc, caoutchouc, rubber, rubber plant. These we are using when speaking about shoes, like the sole of the shoe. We use it for explaining the material. Caoutchouc. So many people can make different stress here. Обеспечение. This one I would still. I still think that обеспечение is a very technical term, the way it is shown here. Обеспечение. Обеспечить. However, обеспечить is the verb. Обеспечить, to supply, to provide. Обеспечение. I would stress it differently. I would stress it on the third year. However, probably more correct is this one. Обеспечение. Parterre. The next one is orchestra seats. Parterre. When you go to the theater where you prefer to sit, not on balcony but in parterre. Римляне. Also a very popular doubt for Russians to stress this one correctly. Римляне as Romans, as plural for people of ancient Rome, ancient Romans. Статуя, very popular doubt for Russian people. Статуя. Statue. Мизерный. Well, мизерный is very strange for me, and I probably still will never pronounce мизерный. I will say мизерный. However, probably philologists, the authors of the book, they know better. So мизерный would be a correct actual stress. And means very small and kind of miserably small, like a miserable pay. Musculistый, also very popular doubt. Musculistый. This makes very good sense. Many of them make very good sense because if to base on the root of the word, like musculi, muscle, and the meaning is muscular, musculistый. But still, many people will stress it different way. Musculistый. Баловаться. Баловаться, also, this is kind of big doubt. However, we have one children's poem which says баловаться, of a popular author. So this one is more or less, we can say, okay, баловаться should be correct. And the meaning is to behave childishly, to fool around, like children always do. It's normal for children. Баловаться. Still for Russians it's very unusual stress. This is the correct stresses I'm explaining. Vocal stresses. Баловаться. Many people will say differently. Исчерпать. Исчерпать, also very unusual, doubtful. Исчерпать. I would still probably say исчерпать. However, the textbook says исчерпать is correct. It's to exhaust. To exhaust some supplies, for example. Исчерпать. Облегчить. Also, many people will go different stress, but this one, облегчить, on the suffix is the correct stress. To relieve, like to relieve suffering. Also in Russian language, I want to note here, in Russian language we say sufferings, we say plural usually, страдания. It can be both, it can be страдание, оно, neuter, but very often we will say страдания, like multiply, but in English it's not correct, not exactly correct. In English we say to relieve suffering, and for us it's like not enough, you know, we need to say, we need to have plural. Well, Russian is much more flexible in endings and in emotional expression of the, like diminutives, you know, of the words, of vocabulary. The next one is уведомить. This is to inform in official way, to inform officially, not in other way. Уведомить. Also doubtful stress here will be for many Russian people. And the next one is удобрить. Удобрить, this is удобрение, fertilizer, удобрять, and I'm making here a note that this one is perfective form. Perfective, it's like right now. It's like one-time action right now. And I add here that while mostly imperfective is used, that's correct, mostly we hear in the language удобрять, you know, удобрять земли или землю, to fertilize the lands, you know, the soil, удобрять, mostly we use that one. So удобрить, actually we use it little, but however, if necessary, it is the correct stress. I will repeat them one more time. Средства, средства means methods. Намерение, намерение, intentions. Caoutchouc, caoutchouc. Rubber, rubber plant is a material for shoemakers. Обеспечение, обеспечение. This one is very popular in computer vocabulary. Parterre, orchestra, seats. Обеспечение was supply, providing. Parterre is orchestra, orchestra seats. Parterre. Римляне, римляне. Romans, like ancient Romans. Статуя, статуя, statue. Мизерный, мизерный, very small, like a miserable pay, miserable amount. Мускулистый, мускулистый, muscular. Баловаться, баловаться. By the way, the capital letter means nothing here, it just was pasted. Баловаться, to behave childishly, to fool around. Исчерпать, исчерпать. Very unusual stress. Исчерпать. To exhaust. Облегчить, облегчить. Облегчить, to relieve. Like in to relieve suffering. Уведомить, уведомить. To inform in official way. Удобрить, удобрить. To fertilize. Mostly we use the form удобрять. Imperfective. Thank you. I hope it was helpful for both for Russian listeners and for English speakers of English language. Till next meeting. Thank you.